Like the guard's got a 2 technique or a tackle's got a 4. Well, that son of a bitch is there for some reason. Where he might not slant in, but he might 2-gap you. So now we don't block him on the angle. Because if you block them on the angle, they might split you. Have I lost anybody? Well, let me see what's happening here now. All right, so now Norb's guy is head up. So now instead of saying drop it and pop it, I say jab it and pop it. He still picks it up and puts it down. He blocks him square. He needs a little more head position. He's still got the guard coming with him. Watch his second step. Watch his duck. Watch his thing. Mike Berry, he must have taught him this. I couldn't do all this through in one fucking 6-month period. Little wider head position. The guy's head up with him. Pick it up, put it down. Watch. 1, 2. Hat a little wider than, but it don't matter. I'll tell you why it don't matter. You know why it don't matter? Because if this guy's a 4 technique right here, the son of a bitch is either, if he goes out, you know where the ball's going? Inside anyway. You're better off having more mid. You'd like to have a little. My point is, if you try to put outside head position on a 4 technique and do it right, you might as well block him on the angle. So I'd like to have him block him on the angle, but what I'm asking him to put that step there and stay square, it's harder. So here would be a good example of Norb lost it, go to the rip a little bit. Do something to widen your head a little bit. But the reason the guy's in a 4 probably is to do that. Not pinch, but just kind of split you. See, he's not bad if he just work a little wider head. Maybe don't use your outside arm quite as much. I don't know. I don't know everything. Fuck it. All right, now here's the right guard versus a 2 technique. You see, big fat 2 techniques, right? So I don't want to block him on the angle. Watch that. Left guard. He's working with the center now. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's going forward.
Is that where you want his head, right there?
Yeah, that's where I want his head. Probably, because that's Gilbert Brown, who plays the 2 technique. All right, and he's probably going to pinch in or try to kick the shit out of me. Maybe a little wider. My point is, if I try to put my head any wider, I'm going to block him on the angle, and I'm not as strong, and I don't help the center quite as much. Whatever we've done on these things hasn't hurt our play. Okay? But granted, you can't keep as good a head position. Now this fucking Matt Ellie didn't give me the right read. He lined up at a 3 here. All right? All right, so we got that idea. We're blocking the 2 technique. All right, now, let's talk about the center. What did I say about the center, though, on the zone play? If you block him square, because he's 2 men from the point of attack, the nose guard will beat him. So now, foot to crotch flipper. Not getting a great reaction from the guy holding the shield, right? So now where the other guys were more, he's going to his left. He's getting help from the right guard. Watch him pump the left arm. Don't put your left arm on the guy. The nose will grab it. Now this is a head-up nose guard. If he crosses your face, you block him. When you pump that arm, it frees it up. All right, now, the guy you're blocking lines up on your inside eye. This is Bob's tough technique. For the center, he lines up on your backside shoulder. For the guard, he lines up in a 1 technique. You're zoning with your buddy. All right, this is Norberto versus a guy in a 4-eye. All right? All right, there's the defensive end. There's a linebacker over the right guard. They're zone blocking together. He still always makes all adjustments off the lead foot. Second step, right there. Boom. Shoulder, forearm blow. Don't use your right arm. Stay on the down lineman until you get to the depth of the backer. When you get to the depth of the backer, put your head in front of him. Look at his duck. Why don't we step with the inside foot? Because sometimes these guys loop back outside. The timing isn't as good. And he's used to doing it off the outside foot all the time. Look at the second step. All right, here's the left guard. Now he's working with the center. All right, there's the 1 technique. Got a Mike backer right in the middle. Now he's a little plays a little higher than. But watch the second step. Look at that one. Keep your feet on the ground. All right. Okay, let's see what we got next. This is the center blocking back. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the center now, doing it versus a backside nose, right? A lot of times, you can't reach this guy. A lot of times you do it with your shoulder, not your forearm. He's doing it with a forearm here, but you get the idea. All right, the center has got a shaded nose. We're running the zone play to the right. He's working with the left guard. Watch him pick that foot up. Second step, all right? Whether it's a flipper or a shoulder lift, that backer moves a little faster. A lot of times you might have to stay on more of a track here. But you get the idea. It's the same deal. The guy you're blocking is on your backside half on the zone. Okay. All right. Now these are the things that we're talking. One-handed, two-handed, tough, all this bullshit. I've broken it down to 3 different things, right? This is the right tackle zone blocking with the tight end, right? On the zone play, right? Now, he's got nothing to hit. This guy's so far away, he can't hit him. And the linebacker might fill right over here. So he uses a one-handed read. If this linebacker was real deep and flowing, he'd use a two-handed read, etc. But these are just examples. What is a one-handed read? This is what it is. A deep bucket. Watch him stick one hand out. Stay on the down lineman. Now, see when he hits it with shoulder lift. Get under with the shoulder. This would be a zone play to the right. Okay? This guy is not a tight end, so whatever he does would be wrong, right? All right, now, here's what happens. He's on the inside. He's a deep backer, but I'm not sure. Is he going to scrape? Well, he's probably going to do here, but I'm not sure. Two-handed read. See him, two hands? Now, when he flows, watch him put his head across. He goes from a two-handed read to sticking his head in. All right, now, let's say he knew for sure that this guy was going to scrape. He knows it. He's deep, fuck it. He just sticks his head right in that right guy right now. Watch it. Forget what he's doing right. Sometimes we can tell. Depth of the backer, the guy always scrapes. Don't use one-handed read. Don't use two-handed read. Just stick your fucking head into that guy and blow him out of there. That's called a tough read.
He stacks.
I don't know. Probably two-handed read. The only reason I know this, we played some 4-3 teams, and the center did it, and it worked. All right, now here's Brockermeyer. He's the left guard. He's working with the left tackle. There's nothing to hit. One-handed read. That's pretty sweet there. That's sweet. You know, they say that in Fargo. One hand. Now watch him. See him stay on the track? Don't square up on that backer. Make that fucker move. All right, now here's a two-handed read. And fuck, you know, we're not getting a good look. Let's go to the center now. All right, McNally. This guy is good. I don't know why he's good. He's fucking smart. That's why he went to Michigan. All right, you got a one-handed read. Square it up too much up. Stay on the track. Stay on the angle. Get over here. All right. Now I got a shade. Watch a two-handed read. Got a two-handed read. See? You don't want to bury his head in there because that guy didn't scrape. Take a deep drop step. Now, watch it. This is a tough read. He knows that guy's going to scrape, he's going to play there. Watch him just bury his head right in there. And this guy wouldn't do this, of course. He'd come back and tough it. Get a piece of it, right? Those are the 3 deals we do, all right? Okay. Now, backside bucket step, rip versus forward 2 technique that may slip. All right, here's what I'm talking about. This guy's got to cut him off. But he don't always slant, right? So we take a deeper drop step, and we were taking big steps. I tried to shorten it down and take shorter steps. I don't know if he does it here. Let's see. He's trying. He's trying not to cross it way over. Backside tackle. See it? That's better. Get it down. Too big. Giant steps. No good. Not bad if the guy doesn't do anything. He hits you on the shoulder, you're dead. Let's check this guy out. Better.
Drop step flat on the ground or toe doesn't make any difference.
Which one? That one?
Yeah.
No, that's a bucket. That's a deeper drop step.
Right, so it's flat.
Yes, but it's deep. Fuck it. I don't care if that guy beat you. The back's deep. Fuck, you'll cut back. We crossed over so far that we got the shit kicked out of us. Now, let me go before I go to the next point here. All right, now, don't worry about this one here. Center blocking back. All right, now, could I have some lights here for a minute? No, I don't need any lights. I don't need nothing. I'm into this thing now, so you're going to have to stay here. All right, now, listen to this. You're on the back side. In your particular guard, you got a two technique on you on Howard's play. When we were dropping and ripping, we were getting the shit kicked out of us. Because the Gilbert Browns of the world, Santana Dotsons, we were ripping, turning our shoulders on a two technique. So here's the way I do a two technique. That was like a tackle on a 4. I call that move it and pop it. He's staying square on a 2. The guy didn't give a very good read.
Backside?
Backside. You see when he goes to rip? Picture the guy 2-gap. I'm not talking about when he's zoning with it. Say you got straight up 4-3. Right here, here is stronger, better than here. You're with me now. I'm talking about the inside zone. Could cut back, could go up the middle. I found that out. All I did was ever use a kind of a tight rip. That's better. If the guy slants, fuck it, the back will cut back. Okay, so I kind of showed you two types of backside rip cut off. One's a flipper, one's a rip. I call one drop it and rip it. I call the other move it and pop it. All right, let's go to the next thing here. Basic blocking using inside pass blocking. We're not jumping here, right? Here's Norberto. He's got, you see where this guy? I believe this sincerely. You know how they said, pick a target. Well, pick a target underneath your chin, over here, up. Well, fuck. Pick the smallest target you can see. That's the right tackle. You see that thing right underneath his armpit? My opinion, okay? That's where you look. My opinion. Got this from Wamford. That is the closest area to him. Don't get beat inside. Right now, every time we set, and I pick this up from back, I used to kick step, and I picked this up from Howard too, but Howard does it on his jumping. I got it from both of them. What I used to do was have Norberto move his outside foot and hold the post foot. I did that for years. Well, they didn't do it anyway. They're athletes. So what they do is they move the outside foot and the inside foot. Here's how we would set if we weren't jumping a guy. Watch. 1, 2. See the other foot move? 1, 2. That's a normal set versus a 5. 1, 2. You don't have to ask me a lot of questions. Just fucking look at it, right? See where his target is? All right? Now you got to train the eyes to look there. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now if he was going to jump him, he'd go forward. All right? Why don't we jump all the time? We do a lot. Why? I don't know. Because it gives me something else to fuck around with. All right, here we go. All right, watch. Now, watch this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, now, he's showing him the target. All right, now, he's supposed to go 1, 2. But watch this. Do you know why they can move the outside foot and then not move the inside foot? When they got his target, his eyes. I didn't tell Norv they were doing this. I said, do it again, do it again. But what happened was, because he had a target, before he even would move his left foot, he did this.
He brought it back by itself.
He brought it back by itself, because he's not leaning, right? He's the real deal, boys. All right, now, same thing inside. When you post, you bring your other foot. 1, 2. Now, he don't know what I'm doing. I'm giving him 1, 2. 1, 2. It's not forward now. It's just lateral. It's not a jump. We also jump. All right? 1, 2. Now, watch this. I'll be damned. Why did he move his right foot? He had a target. Look at how he brought a second step back to get in front of the angle. All right, now here's Brockmeyer. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You know, keep it on the ground. Oh, now watch here. He moved it a little bit for whatever reason. Maybe his target wasn't as good. But watch, when you don't lean, you can bring it back. Watch his left foot. He moved his right a little bit. His right kind of pivoted. It's all on the target. You don't have to take a big kick step, little kick step. Fastest way to move, right there. All right, let's go to the next thing here. What do we got here? Okay. I got a center now, I think. Watch the center. All right? He's going to the right. So he stays on the angle. He kicks, he slides, he goes. Now watch this. Watch when the nose goes back. He has no choice. If he kicks right and he goes to kick left, he'll be too spread out. So watch him bring it back. Then he re-kicks. Now he's going left. He kicks left. I don't know why he kicked left, because he's got help from the right guard, or maybe the nose is shaded left. He can't take any shorter steps. He's got to snap the ball. He kicked, he re-kicked, he kicked it the other way. All right, now this is the touch stuff. You've seen it. So this is, you know how you knock the hands down. Eyes are closed, hand sensitivity, right? You know, there's Nord. And what they're just trying to get the feeling of, and everything is back to the chest, back to the chest. There's our stadium, Taj Mahal. Okay, center line training. This is when the guy spins or tries to split you, all right? You put one hand on top of the other. You know, we're just kind of forming it here. Okay. He said the inside hand is better off. Trapping the low bull rush, right? The guy's bullying you low. You know, his hands are in your chest. There's the trap. Back to the chest. Now, we're not even talking about tackles things here. The guy at the top's got short arm. Here's the trap. Back to the chest. Punch made a big deal of the crispness of the knockdown. All right, here's the wedge, the higher bull. Watch the guy beating on the backside. You don't have to back up like that. See, he's too high. He should be lower. There. Here's the wedge. And here's just the punch. Should hold him a little higher. This guy needs to get his head back a little bit, but he's got the punch now. And there it is. There's the touch punch. Hit the head. Don't hold. He's got his hands up. Independent punch. This was, you know, We do all those punch drills, but you can't do them like if you only have so much time. So this is just independent, one hand at a time. You can invent all kinds of drills. You could have somebody come from the side and do something with that other hand. You have another guy come at him, and so he does something with that other hand. And then put it all together, you just do a little bit of this. There's where you hold your hand, according to Tunch. And here's what Tunch says: punch first, don't pull them back. So he punched them, and he trapped them, and then went back to the punch. And his hands are up, and he center lined them. And he wedged them, a little late, back to the chest. Punch. And there's a trap. Okay, guys, party's over. Thank you very much.